This episode of the ResortLoop.com podcast is brought to you by Joffrey's Coffee and Tea Company. Joffrey's is proud to be the official specialty coffee of Disney. Enjoy drinks and pastries at Joffrey's kiosks throughout the parks and check out the Disney Specialty Coffee Collection only at Joffreys.com.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
Please board quickly and safely. Our monorail will be departing momentarily. Thank you.
Hey everybody, welcome to ResortLoop.com. I'm your host Bob Collar. Tim Scott is not with us today. He is enjoying some much needed and much deserved family time, which kind of got me to thinking, I should probably spend some time with my family too. So they were nice enough to come on, and we're going to actually talk about our upcoming, way in the future, Run Disney event that we're going to be doing. We, as many of you that follow me on the social medias, I announced that my family and I are going to run in the Disney Princess, not the half marathon, but the Disney Princess 5K, which is presented by Children's Miracle Network. That is in February of 2016. We're going to do that. We had to sign up early. Everybody knows that. How you have to sign up. But before we get started, I just want to kind of go over real quick what the other races are. Of course, you got the Disney Princess Half Marathon, which is a 13-mile course. And that goes through the Magic Kingdom, which my wife is disappointed we're not running through the Magic Kingdom, but we'll get to that. The Disney Princess Enchanted 10K, that one is running through Epcot, which is where we will be running through. The Disney Glass Slipper Challenge, which I know a lot of Looper Nation are going to be running in the Disney Glass Slipper Challenge. And that is a 19.3-mile adventure held over 2 days. Participants will run the Disney Enchanted 10K, followed by the Disney Princess Half Marathon on Sunday. So I'm not crazy enough to do that, nor is anyone in my family. Now, my son maybe, but we'll get to that. And then, of course, we're going to run in the Disney Princess 5K, as I said before, presented by Children's Miracle Network Hospitals. And let me just read what the Run Disney site says about that. It says, here's a royal opportunity for everyone to share the magic during the Disney Princess 5K run through Epcot. Princesses age 5 and older and their families are invited to take part in all the racing fun on a spectacular course winding through Epcot's amazing future world and then on to International World Showcase. The run wraps up with a memory-making storybook finish for a princess and her royal court. Beginners, intermediates, even experienced racers are invited to share the magic in the Disney Princess 5K. So that's what we're going to be running in, and I'd like to introduce my family once again. My wife, Patty.
Hello.
Hello. My daughter, Emily.
Hello.
And my son, Bobby.
Hi.
Now, Emily is 16, going to be 17 when we're running in the race. And Bobby is going to be 15 when we're running in the race. And Patty is going to be...
Hey. I did not even... Wait. I did not even consider that until right now when you brought it up. So thanks for that.
It's going to be
It'll be a celebratory run.
It's going to be a celebration all around.
A milestone, if you will.
A milestone for all of us. So you guys, now Bobby, you and I, we ran in the last Expedition Everest race.
Yeah.
And that kind of got us excited to do it again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we invited Patty and Emily to come along with us, and I kind of signed us up for this.
Yeah, and you know what? While you were rattling off those numbers, the 5K, 10K, Emily's mouthing the words 10K to me and having her fingers up like that, and I'm shaking my head. That's not the one we're doing.
I'm just saying 10K. That's like what, 6 miles? 6 miles?
Yeah, 10K's about 6.5 miles.
Like, you're going to run that? You're going to run that?
We're not going to run that.
I might be able to walk that, maybe.
Your brother could run that.
Yeah, he could run
True.
Bobby, of course, on the cross-country team for his high school.
I could run any distance if it's at Disney.
Yeah, there you go. See, okay, and that's what we got to talk about now. You and I, when we ran the Expedition Everest, we were able to run the full 5K without stopping, which is not something we were able to do prior to that. Why were we able to do that?
Because we were running in Disney. And it's just like how like hyped up you get just being there and then being able to run there and like see the things that other people don't see. Like it just kind of heightens the excitement.
Yeah, we got to run behind Expedition Everest, which was kind of cool. Just to let everybody know, the prior races, the route for the Princess 5K is you start off in Epcot's parking lot. You run about half of the parking lot. You run around the perimeter of about half the parking lot. You go into, it looks like on the map, it looks like you go in the back entrance to Norway. You run around World Showcase. You run out the International Gateway. And around the back. You don't actually run like up to the Beach Club, but you run around the back of International Gateway and come in somewhere around the back of England, it looks like. And then through, across World Showcase and straight down toward Spaceship Earth, heading toward Future World, and then around Spaceship Earth, and then back around Spaceship Earth, and then you go back out into the parking lot, and that's where the race finishes up. So,
and I'm very, very excited about that because Epcot is my favorite park. So that's going to be great. I'm so excited.
Now, we should probably talk about Bobby is technically the only runner. He is at least on the cross-country team. But Emily, you run almost every night on the treadmill.
Yeah, I used to before golf season started. But yeah, yeah.
Almost every night.
Right.
Yeah.
I stopped running after the Expedition Everest Challenge, which was a while ago. And Patty,
I have never run.
You haven't run.
I am not a runner in any
bit.
way, shape, or form.
Yeah, you used to run.
I used
to
in my 20s, but I can walk. I got walking down pat. I can walk fast.
Sometimes.
Right,
Sometimes you go walking down
that's
pat.
debatable, right? And I can walk fast if need be, which is what I plan to do for the 5K.
Well, that's the thing. And a lot of people, I think, are intimidated by it. I know I was the first time when we were planning the Expedition Everest. If you remember, I kept saying, I got to train for this thing. I got to get ready for this thing.
Yeah, because you think that you're, getting in with a bunch of athletes that are going to tear through this race, and that's not the case.
That's really not the case. I mean, there are a lot of people that they take it seriously and they want to run the full 3.2 miles or thereabouts. Bobby and I were planning on running the whole thing, but we're not really worried about that this time. We're kind of going for the experience. And you two, I'm looking at my wife and daughter, are planning on potentially dressing up.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes,
yeah, I already have the costume.
Yeah. So, Patty, what are you gonna dress up in?
Cinderella. Of course.
Yeah, Emily.
There are so many good choices. I mean, I love all the princesses, so honestly, I don't know. I'm leaning toward Ariel because that would be a really cool costume, but I'm not sure. Oh, also I have a purple sports bra, so that would be perfect for Ariel.
For Ariel, right?
Yeah.
So I'm leaning toward Ariel.
Bobby, are we going to dress up at all?
Probably not. I'm not, because it's a princess race,
right?
And honestly, I don't have any princess attire.
But you look like a prince. You could be.
I would hope you don't have any princess attire. That one slipped by Mom, I noticed.
Yeah, it did.
She wasn't really listening to that one.
But if it was more like the Marvel race that they have in Disneyland, or like a Star Wars theme like marathon or something, I might dress up because I'm kind of into that kind of stuff.
Right.
Not really with the princesses and...
What about you?
Right.
Are you going to dress up?
I have been requested by many in Looper Nation to wear a tutu, but I say nay to the tutu.
I say yes to the
and
tutu.
Actually, you don't get a vote, so there you go.
I have to say, though, what you said before, when you signed us up for this race, I just assumed that we would run through the Magic Kingdom. I mean, I thought that was a no-brainer.
Right.
And then when you said we're going to run through Epcot, which is fine, but
being
I
a
was
princess race,
surprised.
I thought we were going to as well. And now Epcot's fine. We can run through Epcot. There's nothing wrong with running through Epcot, and we now have what used to be Norway, now Arendelle, or whatever they're going to call it once they're all done with that. Bobby's still steaming about that.
I'm a little steaming.
They took us right away.
They took us right away. Yeah, so, I mean, there are princesses there now. You do have Mulan, technically not a princess, but she is in China a lot. So Belle sometimes shows up in France.
Yep.
Yes. So.
Yep.
It's not the castle. You won't have the castle to look at, but it's going to be a lot of fun. And you really do, you get energized because they get you so pumped up, don't they, Bobby?
Yeah.
They
do.
So excited to run the race. Not exactly sure what time the race is going to run. I believe it is February 19th is when the race actually will take place. Not sure if it's evening or morning.
Oh, I hope it's evening.
It'll be nice because it's going to be cool. I mean, it's February, and even in Florida, it's cool in February. What are your... I'm sorry, go ahead, Patty.
I forgot what I was going to say.
Okay.
I was thinking, I don't know. Oh, we got to decide. Are we going to let Bobby just take off and just do the race? Or would we stick together?
No,
or
this
what?
is...
I'm going to stick with you guys.
Yeah, we're not... and again, the 5K, that's why the 5K is kind of fun. Because the 5K is not a... You're not looking for a PR of any sort. It's just having the experience, having fun. You can run, you can walk. You can just enjoy yourself with the 5K, which is what we found when we ran the Everest one, is that there were an awful lot of folks that were just walking. They got fantastic costumes. They had a lot of fun, and a lot of people were just walking. So no reason to look at this as, hey, I'm going to really push myself and potentially get hurt. This is a good it's a good gateway to run Disney events. Running in the 5Ks, and it's not as expensive as a lot of the other Disney races. I believe the entry fee was $65, which seems a little bit steep compared to a lot of races, but it does go to Children's Miracle Network, which is good. Always happy to help that organization. So there's a charity involved as well this time, so not too bad. Now, the one thing that everybody needs to be aware of, and it is kind of a sticking point with Disney, is no refund. Once you sign up, and this thing sold out within 2 days. The two races, the three big races, sold out within hours. The 5K sold out within 48 hours. No refunds. So if something happens, you're eating the cost.
Yeah, I think that's rough. I mean, I can understand having a no refund after a certain point.
Right.
But I think that, if you're signing up 6 months in advance, there should be, after a certain date, no refunds.
Right.
Because once you sign up, you're committed. I mean...
Right. And it's...
and it is steep. It's not cheap to run.
And one of the things, and we'll divulge this, we had an opportunity to potentially go later on this year, prior to the Run Disney race in February, and we kind of had to say no because we can't afford to go that quick within 6 months of each other.
Right.
So we're not going. We had to cancel plans for another trip in order to do the Run Disney event because you can't get out of the Run Disney event. You can cancel the other stuff, but not the Run Disney event. We haven't gotten any of the ticket discounts or any of that yet either, so it's still early for that. Hoping to get some good resort discounts, and we'll be driving over like Bobby and I did. No, we took Disney transportation, didn't we? We hopped on the bus.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. So we'll do that again over to Epcot.
Ooh, that's gonna be rough.
Oh no, it's actually not bad.
Really? Because
Yeah,
I think that there'd be a lot of people on the bus, and especially after the race, a lot of hot, sweaty.
They have specific buses that just take you to the Run Disney events. So you have your own bus that gets you to the Run Disney events and gets you back to your resort. They only have specific resorts that are designated as Run Disney or marathon resorts.
Okay.
And usually it's one of each category. So we will see which resort we like, and if we decide to stay, that's what we'll do. And if not, then we'll have to drive. But what your greatest concerns? What are your great concerns with this race, Patty?
Well, initially, and you touched on this before, I am probably out of the four of us, I am the worst in shape, out of all of us. And, and this is something that, people that are listening can take to heart too, that you don't have to be an athlete. You don't have to be someone who, runs all the time. I mean, I'm certainly not. I plan on walking the race, and I was intimidated at first, but then after I started reading about it and seeing the pictures, the finish line and everyone who's doing it, you could very easily walk the race, and it's fine. So that was my biggest concern, was that I would be out of shape. But if you can walk, you're in shape.
and really, you're going to walk more around the Disney parks.
Oh yeah, I've walked more than 3 miles walking the Disney parks and walking in this race.
Absolutely. So if you're used to walking around the Disney parks, you can certainly do a Disney 5K or any 5K in your neighborhood. Emily, you have any concerns about the upcoming race?
I don't really have any concerns. I'm ready. I'm ready for it.
Good.
I guess I do have one concern, and that is how I'm going to run in a mermaid tail. But I guess we'll figure that out. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
So we got to get you guys got to get busy on your costumes for the race.
Yeah,
I'm ready. I have the dress.
You already have.
I have a tiara.
Yeah, you were handing out Halloween candy.
All I need is spandex now.
So there you go.
Oh,
there you go.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Bobby, before this takes an evil turn, Bobby, any concerns that you have?
No, I don't have any concern, because I had concerns with the Everest 5K because I thought 3 miles, that's
right
incredible distance. But now that I've been running for a while, and I've been running with the cross country team, like you said, 3 miles doesn't seem like a lot.
Right. Yeah. Well, you just put in 23 miles over 3 days.
Yeah, at cross country camp.
At camp. Yeah. So I have no concerns. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Most likely will be a commando trip down because the kids will be in school in February, so we're going to have to zip down there and zip back, but you want to stay?
I want to stay forever.
I know.
Don't take me back to school.
Yeah, absolutely. So should be a good time, and anybody got any fears of this? Anybody afraid of anything with the whole... No?
Nope.
No.
Well, there's always the heat.
Are you afraid?
I'm afraid.
I'm always afraid of the Florida heat.
I'm afraid of the. I'm afraid of the bill that I'll get after this is all over.
That's a valid fear.
That's always my fear. Ooh, that credit card comes, and wow. But I think we're going to have a great time. I think this is going to be a lot of fun. And we're doing this because we were looking for a nice bonding experience, family bonding experience, and I think we're going to have an awful lot of fun.
Making memories. This
making
will be a nice
memories, and people watching it is so much fun at these races because we saw some pretty awesome costumes for the Everest 5K, and I think this is going to be. I'm hoping, Bobby, that there no scavenger hunt.
Oh my gosh! I hope that there's not a scavenger hunt too.
There's no scavenger hunt.
Okay.
What's the crowd control like? I mean, I'm sure that's a big big
do
bunch
it
of people.
so well. We will get our bibs ahead of time, and the day before, we'll get our running packet. When we check in at Walt Disney World, we'll get our running packet, we'll get our bibs, we'll get our assigned corral. They put everybody in corrals, and we just show up, and it'll be very well labeled what corral is what, and you just go into that corral when you're getting close to your release time, and the corrals move close to the starting point. As the first corral goes, then the second one moves up and is ready to go, and then they release them, and so on and so forth, and then they'll count you down and fire off the gun, and you take off running.
So when everyone takes off, is there a group that just starts running? I mean, they're
Yes.
on. It's go time. They just take
It's
off.
go time. Yeah.
And they take off. And then there's other people that are just sort of,
Right.
Is
will
there?
be-
Sorry, go ahead.
No, there will be people finishing before the last corral even leaves. Those will be your diehard runners that just want to run it. But there will be a lot of opportunities for us. We didn't have as many opportunities, and I think it was because it was run at midnight for us. It was run so late that there weren't a lot of characters out, but it's my understanding most of the Run Disney events, there's a lot more characters out, so looking forward to that.
I thought the reason why there weren't a lot of characters was because we were in the second to last corral.
Well, that could be too, yeah. We were in a later corral, so I did hear that there were more characters earlier in the race, so I don't know.
So is there a winner, second place, third place, whatever? For
Yes,
this race?
there's a winner, and there is a winning team. So if you sign up as a
Okay.
team, now I didn't see where we could sign up as a team.
that's not going to be us.
And, that's not gonna be us.
I definitely I get that. I understand.
And right, so and the Expedition Everest was a little bit different because there was an insurance policy you could purchase with it that allowed you to cancel if something were to happen. And I didn't see that this time. When we signed up for this one, there was no place for
So
purchasing the insurance policy.
is there an insurance policy you can purchase prior to the start of the race?
No, we have an HMO, so
yeah.
we're pretty much out of luck.
Exactly.
You twist something,
You're down.
I'll run over to Beaches and Cream, see if they've got some popsicle sticks, and we'll tape you up, because that's the insurance we got. We're
Sounds good.
spot on. With
Hey,
that
it's worked
insurance.
till now.
It's worked. We're good. We're all good. So, anybody have anything to add for our upcoming, in about 6 months or so, our upcoming Run Disney Princess 5K?
Do you think they're going to have a big party like they did at the Everest?
Yes, we'll have something. They'll have something afterwards, so we'll enjoy all of that, all the festivities before and after.
How much Frozen stuff do you think is going to be there?
There might be some Frozen stuff there.
Just a little bit of Frozen stuff.
We'll see.
Probably not even that much.
I don't think there's going to be any at all.
I'm being so sarcastic right
Yeah, I
now.
know.
It's yeah.
So hopefully they'll have Baymax.
Oh, that would
all
be
around
cool.
the in case you do get hurt. So.
Aw, that would
how
be
cool
cute.
would that be? Huh?
That would be cute.
Feel
I would
free
get
to use that.
hurt on purpose just so I could go
Oh,
get
right.
well,
things
that's
by
not
Baymax.
that's not a good idea.
All right. Well, we Bobby and I highly recommend the Run Disney events, especially the 5Ks. If you guys once you guys do it, we'll give you a full review of our race and how we thought it went and how we felt about it. And hopefully everybody in the family will give a glowing review for the 5K events for Run Disney. So,
One more thing. Do you think that they're going to kind of cover up the frozen building, like remodeling of the maelstrom?
Oh yeah, it'll still be, the walls will still be up. Yeah.
Okay. Because I thought it would be cool to like see like how they.
Well, they might be that may be wrapping up construction might be happening. So there's going to be some stuff. We'll see the new possibly the new Soren building will be open and running as well. So that should be exciting.
It's going to be a new Soren building?
They're actually putting in another theater so that they can have more people go. So right now there's one theater, so there's going to be 2 theaters, so that
so they're not like doing anything to the Earth Pavilion, are they? Or
no, you won't even be able to tell.
Okay.
It'll be the land pavilion.
Yeah, land
you won't
pavilion.
even be able to tell.
That's
So
what
they're
I
making
said.
another Soren ride.
They're making another Soren ride. Yeah. There you go. Heard it here first. No, you didn't. That's been out for a while. My family heard it here first. They never listen to me. They never listen to the show. They don't even know why we're all holding microphones right now and looking at one another. That's okay. All right. Well,
What were we talking about?
Everybody, exactly. Everybody, thanks for listening. You can find us all on social media. You guys know where to find us. Don't forget our Facebook page, our website. Thank you to our great sponsors, Joffrey's Coffee. And as Tim says at this point, you've been listening to The Gateway to the Magic. And I always say, see you, everybody.